Hey, what's up guys? Pokemon X video number 12. So yeah, good stuff. Last video I uploaded was on excuse me. Last video I uploaded was on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I was sick on Christmas Eve. Still kind of getting over it a little bit today, so yeah. Anyway, in the last video we wrapped up Route 5 there, came into Camp Freyer Town, explored that Shabinal Castle. Wasn't really much to do up there, but, you know, explored it nonetheless. Anyway, we're going to leave that little Camp Freyer Town. Not much to do there at all. I can't help but think at some point in this game I'm going to come back and, like, explore that castle more. Because, I mean, that's just, like, that castle is just, like, too big, and people are making, like, too big a deal about it for it to, like, just be there for no reason. So, I don't know. I have not played too far past this point. I haven't even gotten to the next city yet. Because, I mean, you guys know, like, I typically play ahead of, like, what I'm uploading here, but to be honest, I'm probably about maybe 3 or 4 videos ahead, so I'm not too far ahead at all. Anyway, this is where you come to plant, like, the berries and stuff, so I'm gonna plant me some berries here. Yeah. So while I'm berry planting, I got the coughs today. Gonna go over the question of the day for my last video. My question was, of all the main series Pokemon games that you have played, which is your favorite? Answer in the comments. I think I said my favorites were Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but you guys said, let's see, Uzumaki Minma said, I would say Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, Soul Silver, and Crystal. Okay, well that's a lot. I Am Black Man would have to say Heart Gold. Just the remake of Gold and Silver was just too good. Having Generation 4 Pokemon as well brought me to love it. I kind of agree with you there. It's my favorite as well. Shreyan Roy said Emerald because it was the first Pokemon game I played. The thrill you get in Emerald you won't find it in any other game. Okay. And iWillow54 said I really like Sinnoh, so I would have to say Platinum. I also enjoyed Emerald. Yeah, I like Platinum pretty good. Emerald is okay, just okay for me. I was never a big fan of those games, the Gen 3 games, the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I mean, if they ever do make, like, a remake of Ruby and Sapphire, I mean, shoot, you know I'm gonna get it and play it and probably do an LP of it. I like the Hoenn region, though. Like, as far as, like, the actual regions go, like, the layout, geography, I really like that region. I don't know, the game for me just didn't. I think if they remade it, that it could be, like, a great game. I know a lot of people who love those games. But, yeah. I asked a second question of the day as well toward the end of the video about what you guys were doing for Christmas, since it is Christmas Eve, and, Uzumaki Minma said I might go to dinner with my best friend if it will rain or not. So, yeah. Christmas is pretty good for me. Just, you know, kind of spend it with the family. Aunt and uncle were in town, and yeah, just kind of hung out with the family. Nice day. So yeah, this video, while I was going over that, we saw that Snorlax there on the bridge, so we can't get past the Snorlax. We gotta get the Pokeflute, and the Pokeflute is over here in this castle or whatever, over here at the end of this little tree-lined route. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and see about picking up that Pokeflute. But before we do that, I'm gonna do some battling here. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it is taking me a lot longer to get through this game. Like, the few videos that as little as I've done, it's taking me a lot longer to get through this game than it probably should. And a lot of that just has to do with the fact that I'm really just exploring. Like, this is the first time I've ever played this, so it's not like, oh, you know, I know what's here, I know where to go, I know where I don't need to go. I don't know where to go. I mean, I'm not using any kind of guide to get me through this game. I'm just planet. So I'm checking out everything. I'm checking out every inch of every route, you know. Going through the tall grass, seeing what wild Pokemon show up. So, yeah, I mean, it's taking me longer to get through this than it probably should, but it's just because I'm just want to make sure I see everything and do everything. But anyway, Vesuvius just took down that little Pikachu. Level 18 Vesuvius. What will Vesuvius do now? Oh, it's a Pidgey. What? Vesuvius used Ember. And he's like, my Ember. And Pidgey's like, oh no, Pidgey. I'm gonna use Gust. Let's see. Another Ember, perhaps? Oh, Scratch. Okay, yeah, I don't need an Ember. Just need a Scratch. We defeated tourist Hiroko, and she's like, what? Not what. She's what? I'll tell you what I should do, is I should just go ahead and buy Pokemon Y and play that game. Because I don't want to play Pokemon... Oh, wow. This will be some good experience for my pokes. Dragon Rage. What is that? Oranberry. I don't know, be like, growl. Let's see how much experience I get from this. Oh, 612, nice, not bad. Oh wow, level 19, just like that, woo! Let's see if any of my other Pokemon grow up level. Stevie, level 15, Stevie the TV. If you get that reference, oh man. That's my second question of the day. Even though I haven't asked my first one, that's my second question of the day. Did you get that reference? If you did, you're awesome. But oh, here's tourist Eriko. The way this route works is you got this, tree-lined pathway. It's really nice. You can battle these trainers. And then on either side of the path is an area of, grass. There's more trainers, and that's where you can catch some wild Pokemon too. But Zigzagoon is like, ooh, look at my baby doll eyes, and Vesuvius is like, oh crap, and he's like, Ember, and Zangoose is like, oh no. Pancham grew to level 11. I really wanted to use Pancham on my team, but then you know what? I have the frog, the water starter, who becomes a dark type when he evolves, and Pancham is also part dark type, so yeah. There are a lot of new Pokemon that I wanted to use, but a lot of their types overlap with other Pokemon, so I was like, ah. Combuskin. See, we got Combuskin here. That's not really one that I wanted to use on my team, but I mean, you got the Torchic, the free Torchic, from the mystery gift thing. So, oh look, Pidgey's evolving. What? Another one was the bird, the main bird on this one, the Fletchling, which evolves into that Talonflame, and it's all awesome and junk. This game is overrun with amazing fire type Pokemon. Because you got, the starter Finnegan, which evolves into that fire psychic thing, which to me is just awesome. And then you've got the mega Charizard and Blaziken, which you can get Charmander and Torchic pretty easily. And then you've got the Fletchling, the Talonflame, and then you've got excuse me, you've got the Litleo, which is a, you know, pretty legit, awesome, you know, fire type. It's not really, and you know, the thing about all those Pokemon is they're available like really early in the game. I mean, you could potentially, like, by this point in the game, like by right now, I could potentially have like 5 fire type Pokemon on my team, which is really rare in a Pokemon game. I mean, you usually, oh, you know what, oh, there's a Ponyta. Oh, okay, but you know, I don't find that until like, you know, a few, you know, cities in. And here I am. I've got 2 fire types in my party right now. I could have caught one, you know, and either one of them is like the starter. I mean, they're both starters, but not the starter, if you take my meaning. So here I am battling another one, Fletchling. I don't think Fletchling's a fire type yet. I don't think it becomes a fire type till it evolves, but yeah. So I'm over here on the right hand side, just kind of exploring this grass here. I don't like this really tall grass just because like there's people in there that like you can't see, and it's not that I'm afraid that, oh, they'll sneak up on me. It's afraid that I'll miss them. I'm afraid that I'll miss them. Like I'll walk by someone and not even see them because they're in this tall grass. Oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, it was that. Let's go this way. But watch, like every now and then you'll just see like a random exclamation mark come out of the grass. Oh, what's this? So for those of you who are wondering, by now I've kind of been trying to come up with my team. When I say I wasn't using guides, that's not entirely true. I've been looking at what Pokemon are available in this game, and so I've figured out, I think, 5 of my team members. I have 3 of them already, Willie, Vesuvius, and Stevie, and I think I've figured out 2 more for sure team members. Yeah, well, I have, oh, see that? Look, I still don't see this person. See, who knows how many people there are like hiding in this tall grass that I'm gonna miss because I can't see them. Look at this guy with his little digital camera. Tourist take me to Kami. Okay. He sends out Volbeat. I could probably just Ember this fool here. What? That didn't do anything. Tackle. He's gonna tackle me. Wow, that did a lot. Alright, Vesuvius. Ember again. Should've just gone for the freaking Dragon Rage. I don't know if Dragon Rage would have knocked it out, to be honest. Vesuvius grew to level 20. What? What is Combuskin, like at level 22 or something like that? Combuskin is like so much like higher level than all my other Pokemon, and I'm not even using it. Oh, Pancham, level 12, nice. Karate Chop, yeah. Even though I'm not using Pokemon like Pancham, Combuskin, Pidgey, like if they're gonna learn a good move, I'm still gonna have them learn it, just because, you know, they're in my party, and if like I get into a battle and like, oh my god, you know, Vesuvius and Willie and Stevie have all fainted, you know, it'd be nice to, okay, well, I have these other Pokemon here in my party that I can fall back on that have, you know, pretty good moves themselves. So that's why I'm keeping them in my party for now. And then as I get, you know, new Pokemon that are actually going to be part of my team, I'll, you know, put these guys in boxes. You know what I thought about doing was actually having like a rotating team. Like, I don't know if you guys watched any of the anime of Ash going through the Unova region, but that's what he did. He had like 9 Pokemon as opposed to just having like a set team like he normally does. He had like 9 Pokemon and he just kind of like rotated them in his team. And was like, oh, you know, that's kind of interesting. And especially with how the experience share works in this game, I kind of thought about doing that. Like, you know, maybe having like 8 or 9 Pokemon that I train, you know, and they just kind of revolve on my team. Have like a rotating team, you know what I mean? But I decided, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if I was gonna do that, Combuskin, I'd probably be Combuskin would probably be one of them that I'd use. Combuskin or Pancham. I'd be using one of those, not both, because they're both fighting types. Mr. Jacobson and Krogunk. Krogunk was like one of the finalists, actually. When I was trying to figure out, oh, who should I have on my team? Krogunk? I almost was gonna pick a Krogunk, but then I decided, nah. Krogunk used taunt, and he's like, hey, come at me, bro. And Stevie's like, oh, I'm gonna fall for the taunt and use confusion. Taunt to me is one of those moves that most of the time is pretty useless, and like in-game battling, it's a pretty good move to use in what do you call it, competitive battling. But in-game battling, you're using mostly offensive moves anyway. So, mostly, I say. I used to use like almost like all offensive moves, and it wasn't probably until, I don't know, I started doing YouTube LPs that I use like other moves, like stat enhancing moves, like, you know, Nasty Plot. I had a Spiritomb on my team when I played Pokemon Storm Silver. Was it Storm Silver that I had the Spiritomb? Yeah, Storm Silver. And that thing had Nasty Plot, man. That thing was awesome because it had pretty good defense, but its special attack left little to be desired. So I would be like, oh, okay, I'll send it in, get like a couple of Nasty Plots off, and yeah, after that, shoot, you know, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse. Wow, everyone's like gaining levels here now. I remember the battle against Sabrina. I used Spiritomb. I don't think Spiritomb ever actually took a hit in that battle. I think it's just like, hey, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, no, Dark Pulse. It might have taken a hit from that first Pokemon she sent out. I think it was a Gallade. But, yeah. And for those of you who are wondering about Stevie, I am actually going to have Stevie evolve into Gardevoir, not Gallade. Even though it's a male Stevie, he could evolve into Gallade. No, Stevie will be a Gardevoir. And the reason for that is because, well, one of my main reasons for picking Ralts to be on my team is because, oh, guess what? When he evolves, or actually, right now, Ralts is a Psychic/Fairy type. So I wanted to have a Fairy type on my team, just, you know, because it's new. So I figured, you know what? I'll just pick an old Pokemon that has a new type. So that's where I picked Ralts, and he'll be a Gardevoir, and Gardevoir can Mega Evolve. I don't believe Gallade can. So, and when Kirlia evolves into Gallade, it'll lose its Fairy typing because it'll become Psychic/Fighting. So that was another reason why I'm going with Gallade, or Gardevoir as opposed to Gallade. Anyway, I think we're done with that right side. So, for now, yeah, I'm going to come back over here so we can explore the left side, but we're going to do that in the next video. We'll explore the left side in the next video, and yeah, stuff like that. Alright, so see you guys later. Bye.